Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be unboxing yet another bottle of CHANEL POUR MONSIEUR Eau de Toilette. There's going to be a lot of talk about this fragrance in the video today. But before we get to it, I would like to ask you, if you haven't already, but do like my channel and like my videos, to consider subscribing to my channel. You can subscribe to my channel and also push the notifications button next to it so that YouTube lets you know every time I upload a new video. Because, and I'll never stress enough to repeat this, only about 8% of you who are already watching me anyway are also subscribed to my channel. If only 20% would be subscribed to my channel, we would be at over 100,000 subscribers by now, which would facilitate a lot of special things for all of us, the community, if we do reach those numbers. Until now, the numbers aren't that high enough yet, so there are issues with that. However, you can also become a member, which is a great new thing that YouTube unlocked that option for me. I can now accept memberships to my channel. The join button to become a member to my channel is right next to the subscribe button. The join button does not work on Apple products. Well, on Apple laptops it does, but on iPads, iPhones, mini iPads, it doesn't work because YouTube doesn't want to give a cut of the proceeds to Apple, and Apple wants money for that. So, but it does work on Android phones. Otherwise, on Android phones you can do that. On your computer you can do that. You can join the channel there. And underneath this video there will be a direct link also in the description box to join my channel. That link should work also on Apple devices. Members get special perks, like you can use special emojis in the chats underneath each video, in the comment section, sorry, underneath each video, diction, Dacob, oh my gosh. But then also you get to use them in the live chats during the live streams. I'm actually just getting ready now for the upcoming live stream. So by the time you watch this video, the live stream would have already happened. But there's a lot of live streams happening, and a lot of them are also improvised. Some of them are also announced ahead of time. You get to watch the full rerun of live streams as a member in tier 2 on my channel. But according to the tiers, there's a lot of different perks, and it is a lot of fun because those emojis, everybody's using them like crazy. They're super fun, and the more people join and become members of the channel, and YouTube unlocks more options for me to add more emojis to the channel. That's just one of the many perks. All right, let's get to the unboxing. Guess what? Not even a month has passed, and look at this. I unboxed or opened this Pour Monsieur bottle not even a month ago, and I filmed the unboxing, so this is becoming some sort of a ritual, actually, me unboxing new bottles of Pour Monsieur. But look, I just have a couple of drops left in there, and I wanted to open the new one before this one completely dies on me. Yes, I am that obsessed with it. Yes, I use it that much. Let me smell it. Oh my god, this is the perfume of my life. I do not know why it grows more and more on me. Here's the new bottle. We're gonna unbox it because it has become really a ritual on my channel to do that by now. So this was batch code. Let me project it into this directly into the spotlight, because always you can't see, they don't really laser or etch them in properly in these old school bottles. 4903. So this is 4903, and I want to test. So this was one of the last batches produced before the worldwide lockdown. You know the reason. This one I want to test out because it is one of the first batches produced during lockdown. It is batch code 5303. Now, this one was delicious. It was amazing. In fact, in less than a month, bottle is almost empty. Oh, now let's get to the unboxing of this one. I'm so excited because once it gets this low, you got to kind of spray it at an angle, because you got to always catch that little pumpy thing, which is down here. So, of course, if you have to tilt the bottle this way, you get no liquid. So it's really annoying to always have to twist the sprayer in the direction you need it to, so that the bottle is at an angle where the liquid hits that spot. So that's really irritating by the time the bottles get quite empty. Oh my gosh, this is really person living in lockdown problem. This is the stuff I think about. Okay, whatever, just just forget what I just said. Let's get to this. So I ordered this one a couple of weeks ago. I do have a big stash of Pour Monsieur. Heaven forbid they were to discontinue. Mind you, the Eau de Toilette. I mean, I love the Eau de Parfum too, but nothing beats the Eau de Toilette. And let's not forget that Henri Robert's 1955 creation was the eau de toilette, not the eau de parfum. So the eau de parfum came later as an eau de toilette concentré created by Jacques Polge, and then it was renamed eau de parfum. Slight variation perhaps in the formulation for the eau de parfum as opposed to the eau de toilette concentré, but that is to be considered more of a fougère with a blast of lavender. There's no lavender here. This is a chypre. This is the best chypre I've ever smelled in my life, just because it's the one that, I don't know, it starts with the most beautiful Sicilian lemon and bergamot. It just smells divine, really, really luxurious, like really expensive lemon. I know lemon that can't really smell expensive, but it can. There are cheap lemons out there. And then it goes into the cardamom, into the ginger, into the basil, and then it goes deeper into the oak moss, into the vetiver, into the cedar wood. I mean, it becomes so warm and delicious. And of course, using one hand to open it. Ah, there you go. It's possible, not the easiest thing to do, but it is possible. Okay, let me switch hand now. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that double C reflecting on the little white cardboard. Oh, it's moments like these, you guys. It's moments like these. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, come out, wherever you are, Mr. New Bottle of Pomacio. Ooh, we are in love. Okay, now. Well, we can't really compare it to the predecessor batch because the look what I go. But this one was definitely a bit more light in color. And this one, you know, let's place it on the white bit of the background here. Let me also see it in kind of real life. Yeah, it is slightly lighter. Oh, it's very stiff. Okay, so it is slightly lighter. Now they still did not correct the big mistake, which they never will, I guess, until they don't discontinue these bottles completely. These sprayers are definitely too low, so a lot of the liquid, you know, remains here when you spray it. A lot of the perfume just stays there because when you push it in, this goes in too deep. And that's a big issue I have with this particular bottle in general. Not with the 50 ml, which unfortunately has been discontinued, but this is the 100 ml bottle. The 50 ml bottle has a much more elevated sprayer, and of course that helps, and there is no residue here once you spray it, right? Here you gotta always clean it up. Every time you use it, you gotta clean it up, which has also become sort of a ritual for me. I kind of clean it up. I clean it up with my t-shirt, so I kind of have a lot of it also on my t-shirt then later on. Okay, so I'm going to spray this on off camera because I have to hold the camera with one hand, and I'm going to spray this with on the hand that is holding the actual camera now. So hold on a second. You're going to hear the pump spraying. There you go. A couple of spritzes, and yeah, you see there you have the residue. You got to wipe that off. Let me smell it. Oh, okay. It's delicious. I don't want to say that it's like much different from this one. I mean, this one has, you know, received a bit of oxygen by now, even though it's literally, I didn't even give it a month to get all its oxygen. Oh, let me smell it. Yeah, it's divine. It's divine. But just like always with Pomacio, with the eau de toilette, you got to give it some time. So now that it's open, now you have that lemon bergamoty compact smell, which dissipates with time as oxygen hits the juice. As you start spraying it, it mellows down a bit and becomes more of a it definitely has the lemon in there, but the lemon becomes in the bergamot, it's less bitter, let's just put it that way. It becomes, with time, it becomes more of an épicé, you know, like a spice. It gets more of the spice, but it's a warm spice. It's never aggressive. It's not the type of pepper, you know, like you would have in your Yves Saint Laurent's Opium Eau de Toilette opening. There's a lot of pepper there. There's nothing biting you here. That's the beauty of it. It's so delicate, but very determined. And Yeah, the longevity on the skin is not like always, you know, it's not a beast, but it is determined. So it's going to remain on the clothes. It's going to smell really, it's going to stay close to the skin. You're going to, you know, when you smell it out really close on your, you're going to keep sniffing yourself basically. That's what I do. And the trick is when the warm down, when the dry down hits in, you warm up that spot. Like if you sprayed it here, you warm it up, you know, with your nose, like you just warm it, you breathe onto it, you warm it up to pop those last molecules open, and then you inhale again. Oh my God, that's delicious. Now, in some countries, the eau de toilette is not available. It's been discontinued years ago by Chanel, unfortunately. And then for those of y'all's that might not have the eau de toilette anymore, it's such a shame. This is the best Chanel perfume. I love it to bits. This is the most used Chanel perfume of mine. Here, the Pomacio Aftershave Lotion is the next best thing, closest to the eau de toilette. Yes, more watered down and light and a little bit oily in a way because you're supposed to put this also on your face. However, this one has been discontinued in Europe. So, but in the US, it's still available online, not for long. I think they're just going to sell whatever they have left in stock, and then that's that, and call it a day. But that's the closest you can get to this. Now, this is a splash bottle, and I've gone through these as well. I use this as an all-over body spray, and I do layer the two sometimes. The smell is amazing. So this is an all-over, well, it's a splash bottle, and if you touch a little bit the residue of the, it has a slight oily consistency, but it is nevertheless, it's amazing. I use this for the full-on body. So how do I spray this on? Well, I decant it into these little bottles that I get in the pharmacy, and then you know, this is a 20 ml bottle. You could get 50, 60, 100 ml. I do the 20 ml because you can put it in your bag. You can take it easily with you wherever you go. And there it says 20 ml. Right there. And then you get these, you purchase little pump sprays, and then you cut off that little tidbit because they kind of come, the spray comes really long, and you got to cut this little bit off to match the length of your bottle, and then you're good to go. So I do layer them, and yes, they are slightly different because obviously it's a different consistency. They're used for different purposes, but they're both really beautiful. This one being more intense, definitely more oak moss in here than in here. So this is all that's left of the Pour Monsieur Chanel family. If we're going to talk about origins and what is closest to the original 1955 formulation. Mind you, 1955 was also the year that Chanel released the most iconic bag of all time, which is the 255 bag. She released that in February 55. So this perfume is connected also to that bag. This is the same time. This is how that bag smells of. You know what I mean? That's the times. That's how the time smelled in the 50s as per Chanel. And it is also the only male fragrance she ever released under her control. Let's just put it that way. And she did say that this is the counterpart to Chanel No. 5. She did say that it is so good the way it is now that there is no reason to make another male perfume. And she never did in her lifetime. So, I mean, of course, you know, times were not ripe enough for, I guess, talking about, you know, genderless perfumes. But I'm sure that Coco, who was friends also to a lot of different genders, people, sexual orientations, what have you, you know, she understood also that perfume is for everybody. It's just that the times weren't ripe enough to market it as such. The time wasn't ripe enough for people to understand, oh, Chanel No. 5 can be worn by men as well, and Pour Monsieur can be worn by women too. Different times, totally different time. Now, thank goodness, things are changing, at least in some countries, in some communities. There's a different understanding of fragrance, and there's a different way of perceiving it. And there's no more, you know, people are not being blinded and completely sidetracked by brand marketing. And people are not stupid anymore. People are waking up. People are realizing that, well, why does a certain ingredient only have to be used by certain genders? It makes absolutely no sense. Why should flowers only be for women? Why should certain ambroxans only be used for men, you know, as is the case for Sauvage eau de toilette, eau de parfum, and parfum. It all makes absolutely no sense. However, whoever wishes to be enslaved and enchained by the fears of gender, be my guest. Keep asking the second you enter a perfumery, is this for men or for women? You know, there's these like usually it's guys being totally terrified and petrified in a perfume shop, asking the sales associates, you know, with fear, Heaven forbid they were to like the smell of a perfume on them that is marketed to women. Oh my God, their manlyhood will be completely killed off, and they will be labeled as gay. Heaven forbid. Well, those are not the times we're living in, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the time I'm living in and the place I'm living in is not like that. Of course, there are still countries out there that are very limiting to the freedoms of people, their movement, their ideas, their loves, and just the way that they conduct their dreams and visions. Unfortunately, this world is still very limiting, but we can make it a better place day by day, step by step, just by acknowledging the fact that love is the only thing that can save us from this whole mess we're in. And if we abide by those simple rules of never giving up on love, then we do have hope for the future. Pomacio is in my life, and it gives me hope. Every time I spray it, it makes me feel wonderful. It makes me feel like there's hope out there. I don't know, it just brightens up my day. Perfumes in general, you guys, when you have a bad moment and you spray a perfume, it's amazing. It's incredible. It makes you feel so special because it gives you, just that, it catapults you back into that safe space, into that place where everything is fine, everything is good, everything can go well, because it's something you recognize. Scent in general, the recognition of a safe space, of good memories, always boosts your endorphin levels. It always makes you feel much better and safer. And that's why I attribute to perfume so many wonderful powers. I think they're keys to opening up, memories of lives long gone and past, and history and stories and our own emotions, and they can unlock so much good. You got to use them wisely, but if you do, you're going to lead a very long and happy life. At least that's what I think for myself, for me. I can't speak for y'all's. I can only speak for myself. Thank you guys so much for watching this, I don't know, 50th unboxing of a Chanel Pour Monsieur de Toilette bottle. There will be more, of course. I do have a stash, and as I use them up, it's kind of a ritual now. Every time I'm going to finish up a bottle and unbox a new one, I'm going to actually unbox it on camera. So that's the new tradition in the Fashion Bunker. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please do thumb it up. And let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Super Dacob, all spelled together. I also have 2 Chanel Instagram profiles. One is called Coco Chanel is in my house, where I showcase everything that is going on in the Chanel world and the Chanel brand of today, as well as my own collection. And then I have another profile called Coco Chanel Privé, where I touch base on everything Coco Chanel did during her lifetime, all up until 1971. January, which is the month and year she died. So those are the 2. Then of course there's Patreon, Super Dacob all spelled together on Patreon. Thank you so much to my patrons for helping support the channel. And as of late, you can also now newly join, become a member of my YouTube channel. The join button is right next to the subscribe button. If you join and become a member, you get extra perks. You get to use special emojis. You get a badge of honor that fills a little perfume bottle that fills up the longer you stay a member of the channel. And depending on the tiers you're in, there are several tiers. You also get to see exclusive videos, exclusive previews, reruns of live streams in full, because the full reruns do not hit YouTube. And there's a lot of perks coming up as well. So until next time, you guys, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye.